Hi there. It's quite bright out here, but it's cold. Well, it's the 1st of March, so technically spring. Yeah, let's see what we can find. Well, I've had to have a slight change of plan because they started spraying the field we were in. So I've come to this, which I do tend to use as a bit of a fallback. There's never really much in this field. So anyway, I've come here, but I think I've found something really quite exciting, and I don't dare. It gave a really punchy signal. I think it's gold. I mean, I really hope it's not a bottle top. It's just in here. And yes, it is. I've never found one of these before. Gosh, how fortuitous is that? I found a rose farthing here and a James II hammered coin, and I thought to myself, well, there's bound to be other bits and pieces. It's a Charles II. It's, wow. Charles II, I don't know which denomination it is, but that really, I thought it was Victoria. I don't know why she's facing the wrong way, but it was so clean when I was taking the mud off it. Tasky, come here. Look, what's this? Look, gold. Okay, smell it. Gold. Okay, go and find. Good boy. Gosh, well, I don't know what to say. It's annoyed me in the past when people get too excited on metal detecting videos, but gosh, I can sometimes see why. Right, it's my first signal since coming to this field, all of about 3 minutes in. We can go home now. Go on, Tusk. That's punchy, isn't it? I think I can see it, a bit of lead. No? Button, quite a nice one. We like finding buttons, as long as it's not all day and nothing else. The shank's still on it, and it's got a bit of a design. Yeah, that's really nice. Well, I didn't live dig this, but I'm in a field with a lot of history, so I tend to dig everything, even the duller sands which might in other fields be foil. That's a lovely hedgerow for a little terrier. He's loving this. You wouldn't know it, would you? Looking rather gloomy there, but he's been running in and out of these brambles. I found a lovely halfpenny. I think it's William III. Not much detail on it, but it's got a lovely patina on it. It's nice and smooth. I should know that ponytail by now. It's either George I, isn't it, or William. Once I've looked that up, I won't forget that from now on. And then this I've just dug here, and I don't know what it is. It's very smooth again. It's flat on one side and sort of rounded on the other. And it looks to be old to me, but I've no idea what it is, if anyone out there can help me. Well, it's turning into rather a beautiful evening, and I've just found rather an interesting coin. It's got a shield on one side, which made me think of a shield Guinea or something like that. But I don't think it's silver, I think it's copper. I can make out quite a lot of detail on it. It's a bit bent, and there's a very easy portrait on this side, and I think it's George III. Okay. So perhaps not as old as I thought, but nonetheless, this is a gaming token. I mean, it's a real beauty. I mean, the more I rub it, the more detail's coming out, and it's a cracker. I've never found one like this before, not of this size. I've found copper small spade tokens, but I think this is quite a bit more unusual. Anyway, gosh, what a good afternoon. Well, I've come back out to where we were yesterday, and I had to really after what we found. And I found a few bits and pieces. It is absolutely freezing, and I've been out here about an hour and it's not got any warmer. My fingers feel like they're dropping off and my nose is cold. Oh, I haven't got gloves or anything, so it's pretty unpleasant at the moment, believe it or not. I'm just hoping it's going to warm up. Hi, Tasks. We'll dig this because I've got a few bits and pieces to show you from earlier today. It's a bright signal, isn't it? Okay, little coin of sorts, obviously. Looks about the size of a farthing. There's plenty of stuff in here, nothing as early as yesterday so far. A couple of Victorian coins. He loves that pinpointer. Doesn't seem to feel the cold at all. He's only a puppy still, doesn't bother him. It bothers me. I don't know what that is, and I don't think it'll clean up very well either. It's small and thin, but nice. Right, let's see what else we've got. A nice big penny. I think that's Victoria. A half penny, again Victoria. A couple of quite nice buckle fragments. So they're probably Georgian. One of those sort of silvery, pewtery buttons, I think, which I never can date. Are they Elizabethan? Musket ball. Quite a nice handle of sorts. Bits of lead. This is quite unusual. I think it must be a button of sorts. It looks like a sort of bomb or a vase with a plant in it. Anyhow, so I'll keep going here for another hour or so, and then we might try something else. Well, I think we found something which has made it worth coming back. And I'm just sorry I didn't live dig it, but it was a bit squeaky, so I imagine it was slightly on edge. But it's giving a nice sound now. And just before I show you that, a few meters away, I found a very nice little buckle. And I think it's quite an early one, even though I'm not very good on buckles. I think it's a spectacle buckle or something like that. I've also found quite an unusual bit of stone, because I don't think this is natural. I think it's been carved, and it looks to be some sort of, it's not marble, mica or something. Maybe it does come out of the ground like that, but it's rounded on one side and it's very flat. And maybe it was circular at one point and actually used for something. Anyway, let's get onto the important stuff. Now, it's a hammered coin and it's in good condition and it's quite big. It's got a shield on one side and I think it's Elizabeth. Or is it Mary? It's Queen Mary, which I have not found a Queen Mary hammered before. So that's really exciting as well. So I've had gold and silver in a very small area of about, I don't know, an acre or so. Worth braving the cold for. Well, very sadly, I've got to go in a minute because I've got other things to do. But I've just found a really lovely coin, which I didn't live dig because it sounded a bit too sort of obvious. So I thought, better live dig this one. Because it sounds very similar and as obvious as the last one. It just goes to show, doesn't it? It's a cartridge. That's why we don't live dig every hole, because more often than not, it's nothing. And then we decide not to bother with the very similar sounding targets like this. I found another really nice little buckle. I really like finding buckles like this in good condition. And an Edward, I presume, don't know which one, long cross penny in really good condition. So, Tasky, come on. So, in a very small area here, we've found quite a good range of history. From, this is the earliest, I think, probably. Gosh, I'll have to remind myself, what is it, sort of mid-13th century, through to Queen Mary, and then the Charles II coin from yesterday, and the Georgian and the Victorian. So this little area, okay, it's not absolutely humming with stuff, but it's been really fun. I must have done, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours here in total now, and found, you know, 6 or 7 things which have been really, really nice. You know, they take a bit of finding, but they're here. So anyway, I've got other things to do, sadly. So that's it for me. And thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.